Yeah, what's up, people? Chi-Town Trucker in a different area that you guys normally see me in, which would be in the bed or my bunk, so on and so forth. Uh, woke up not too long ago, so the topic that we supposed to be covering is driver courtesy. Yeah, you see the PlayStation 4 controller in the cut with the fan. But yeah, um, driver courtesy. Uh, there's a lot that goes into driver courtesy. Let me change. Let me fix this light a little bit better, so my light is a little bit more better. But yeah, anyways, driver courtesy. It's a hot topic for everybody because even though we may have a lot of complaints sometimes, we are also the ones that do the things that we also hate that other drivers do to us, and we have a hard time seeing that as well. But driver courtesy, we're going to go in with a couple of key segments. First one is going to be basically when you're driving down the road and you're passing up another trucker. And this is for trucking. I'm going to talk about four-wheelers too, but that's going to be at the end. But for trucking, for right now, it's going to be basically when you are driving down on the road and you're passing up another driver, and either A, they want to start speeding up, or speed matching you. Basically, speed matching, if you don't know what that means, is basically they're going the same rate of speed you are. So they start speed matching you. So now you and this other truck driver are either going 65 or whatever you set out and try to pass them. Both of you guys were set at 65. You're trying to pass them, but yet you're the one that's gaining speed. You're the one that's able to pass him, but he's not going to let you go in front of him. He's going to hold up traffic in the fast lane for the longest period of time. If you do this, you're a dick. You totally are. I don't care if you got your cruise control on. If the guy is passing you up, he's obviously faster in some type of way. If he's able to pass you up, don't try to floor it down on the pedal to be an ass. Don't try it. Don't try it. So another thing is with driver courtesy. Also, when a driver passes you up and he has turn signal on, give him a flash, or cut your headlights off to let him know that it's okay to proceed in the lane. Because sometimes you got drivers that get in a little bit too close, and you don't want that. So it'd be better if you have a driver that tells you, or does it for you. Anyways, if you are the driver that's passing up and another driver flashes his headlights at you, or cuts him off, or whatever, letting you know that it's clear to get in his lane or her lane, give them the thank you lights. Some of these newer trucks have a button where it purposely flashes the tail lights of the truck or the trailer. So do that. Or your four-way's on if you don't have that type of feature. You have an old school type truck if you don't have that type of feature. Another thing, when you're driving around in the parking lot, don't be driving around with your your full brights on and your lights on or whatever, if you can, unless it's like, if it's well lit, you don't need your lights on like that. Try to have your chicken lights running on. Your chicken lights are basically like all the other exterior lights that are on besides your tail lights on besides your headlights. Your headlight goes off, you can kind of cruise around the parking lot until you find a place to park. That way, for those that don't have their privacy curtains closed all the way, it doesn't blind them or it doesn't wake them up, and they don't start complaining and being aggravated at you, which makes no sense of why they would complain, because their privacy curtain should be closed and not open. I don't know, but it's just driver courtesy for that. Another thing, if you're a trucker and you're rolling down the opposite way, if I'm heading west and you're coming in east and you got your brights on, and I got my brights on, cut them off. Do me a big favor, cut them off. Go back to regular drive. I probably don't cut mine, but we all had the moments where we probably, we're in our drive and we're driving, we're coasting. Next thing you know, there's a car coming up, but we kind of forget, and they flash their brights to let us know that we need to turn us off. It happens, but don't make a habit out of it though. Make sure you cut those lights off. What else? brake checking. There is no brake checking, especially in trucking. There is no brake checking. I don't care if that driver is all up on your bumper or whatnot. All right, if you brake check and he slams on his brake or whatnot, or gets in an accident, that's cause of you. You caused him to do that, especially if he has a dash cam. If a dash cam, it doesn't matter. Two wrongs do not never make a right. So even though he may be in the wrong for telling you, but you are in the wrong for also braking. When it comes to the world of trucking, the one that slammed on his brake caused the accident. And lawyers, if you get sued for that, lawyers can use that to their advantage. They will have a field day with that. You know, especially if there was a dash cam involved, they would have a field day with that information. So, yeah. With that being said, no brake checking. Don't care if he's on your butt or whatnot. And you should have learned this either in driving school or, you know, or your, you know, in orientation or whatnot. If a driver is telling you slow down, increase your braking distance if there's another vehicle in front of you. Obviously, if there's nobody in front of you, there is no reason to brake check, because sometimes drivers like to draft, and if you don't know what drafting is, it reduces the wind resistance and increase their fuel economy for that truck. So it depends on how close they are. If they're basically about to touch your bumper in the next couple of seconds, then, you know, slow down. You know, just take your foot off the gas and start slowing down. But what you want to do is just, if there's no cars in front of you, just continue your pace. Don't worry about him. Obviously, he knows he's up there. He's probably doing it for a reason of drafting, or, you know, or he's getting ready to pass you up. He just want to build up enough momentum to start passing you up or so forth. That happens, you know. Don't go around talking about, get out my bumper, you on the shit, get out my bumper, you a-hole, or whatnot. Obviously, that's how you know that some of these truckers don't have no clue on the purpose of drafting, or purpose of, you know, getting behind somebody and then passing them right up. They don't know nothing about that. So, but now you know. If you're watching this video, now you know. And if you didn't know and you still do this, you're a dick. I'm sorry to say that, but you're a dick. Some more driving habits that even four-wheelers and truckers do is not let another driver in. Like, you don't let another driver in. Like, you are just hogging up the lane and you're not going to let them in, and the construction says that left lane is going to be closed and there's 2 lanes. Well, if you're not going to let him in, then where is he going to go? Sometimes drivers make mistakes and they don't pay attention to their signs. Yes, that happens. But if you let him in, traffic will move a whole lot faster. You're not going to be in no better position if he's behind you or you're in front of him. It doesn't matter. If there's still a lot more trucks that are still in that same position and nobody's budging, traffic is going to be a whole lot heavier unless we all get into one lane. The lane that's open, then we'll be able to move a whole lot smoother. But no, that doesn't happen at all. Okay, so let a driver in. Four-wheeler or not, let the driver in. Driver courtesy is also part of using your four-ways. Not four-ways, but using your turn signals ahead of time before you make your move, instead of just making your move and your turn signal at the same time. I am guilty of doing that sometimes. Mainly when I do that, there's nobody really in my area or space of, area of effect. So I don't just click it and then turn easily. But majority of the times, if I'm in traffic, I click, hold it, look at my mirrors, make sure, because mainly when you use your turn signals in your truck and the four-wheel see that, they use that opportunity to try to fly by you or get up close to your side of you or whatnot. So I use that as an indication, like, there's no possible way you could not have seen my turn signal if I did hit you or whatnot, or whatever would come forward with that incident. But yeah, that's another part of driver courtesy. It's not really much else that I can tell you about in the trucking. Also, driver courtesy, man, is also part of it when you're backing in or when you're leaving. Make sure you have space and you don't hit another trucker. That's still driver courtesy, because if you hit another trucker, you may put him down, put him out of money or whatnot, depending on the situation that you are in. But yeah, Get out and look. It's also part of driver courtesy. And excuses of that you can't see or it's dark is not an excuse, because you're a professional driver. You're supposed to handle your vehicle in a professional manner. When it comes to four-wheelers, if you're listening to this and you're driving your four-wheel, when you are passing up a trucker, you are not supposed to cut in front of him, because that is against the law, and you can go to jail for that if that's caught on camera. Especially if you cut in front of him, you brake hard, and he smacks behind you, and he has a dash cam to prove that it was your fault. Not only would you have to pay for the expensive truck, if it is expensive, but you are going to be broke, bankrupt, broke. So you're supposed to drive forward as far as you can from the truck until you see his mirrors, both his mirrors in your rear view, which will be not the side view mirrors, your rear view mirror. That's one that's in the middle of the windshield. You're supposed to see it. You see it almost his whole entire truck in your rear view. Then you can proceed to go forward. Also, if there's a turn coming up, and literally it's like 0.3 miles away, and you want to try to get in front of the truck just to get over a few lanes, but you got to cut in front of the truck to do that and almost have him get into an accident, just stay behind him. Because obviously, I mean, you ain't get there no faster than he is. Even if you do speed up in front of him, you're gonna risk getting injured and also causing an accident on the scene and having it being your fault majority if he has a dash cam. Come on now. So don't be stupid. Be professional. And then we all can be better and live happier ever after. But yeah, anyways, that is driver courtesy. It's going on a little bit too long for me, for my liking, but that is driver courtesy. Let's all do a better job and respect each other, because the more times we respect each other, the better we can get moving. Also for truckers, we don't need to be in this rush war, where we're in a rush and it's like screw the other driver, and we're not going to help out the other driver if he's in need. If you're just going to sit out there and look at him and record them like, aha, you can't back, oh, Swift, all this other junk. Swift, sorry, we got insurance for that. Sorry, something like that, Swift, SWIFT. Sorry, we're insured for that. That's what it is. Sorry, we're insured for that. Swift. But Swift is also a good company. They got bad drivers. Some are bad drivers. Swift is a good company, but it's also got bad drivers. But they're strict. They're basically strict when it comes to schooling. I know that for sure. But help out your fellow trucker. That's also driver courtesy. And that will be the end of this message. So until the next time, guys. Peace, and I'll see you guys later.